The year before a legend arrived, a key piece was developing that would help a dynasty form. Introducing Cedric Maxwell, a player who is overlooked by historical and traditional standards. So join me as I go into his career to find out just how overlooked he is in the basketball experiment. Cedric Maxwell was drafted 12th overall by the Boston Celtics in the 1977 draft. He would be joining a team that was moving away from contention, as it would be the final year for future Hall of Famer Dave Bing and the legendary John Havlicek. Maxwell would spend his rookie season coming off the bench and playing 16 minutes a game. The Celtics would have their first losing year in 8 seasons and miss the playoffs. In the 1979 season, while the Celtics were waiting on a certain player to join, they would fully enter rebuilding mode. And in December, Maxwell would receive his opportunity as he would be put into the starting lineup for the rest of the season. The Celtics had another rough season and missed the playoffs. Okay, so we're going to look at Maxwell's 79 season, his second season in the league. See, he's averaging 19 points, just under a double-double, barely 9.9 rebounds, nearly 3 assists, 2.1 stocks. He's shooting a league-leading 58% from the field. Like, boy, talk about efficiency. We'll see how the advanced statistics look. We see they are pretty excellent. The PER just under 20. Wind shares per 48.188. 11.7 wind shares. The BPM at 3.1 and the VORP at 3.8. I gotta be honest, in my opinion, these advanced statistics show that he's at an All-NBA level. Now, he didn't even make the All-Star team this year, but it just shows that basic statistics, they can't always measure the full production that advanced statistics can. And once, in my opinion, he definitely played at an All-NBA level. The 1980 season would see the arrival of a rookie sensation, and Maxwell would fit in alongside him and have his peak season. Okay, and we'll look at the 1980 season here with the basic stats. Maxwell's first season playing with rookie Larry Bird. And we see, worth pointing out, he drops the minutes down from 37 to 34. So we see across the board compared to last season, the numbers are down because he's playing 3 less minutes. The points drop just over 2, rebounds over 1, assists drop from 0.4, and the steals, stocks just barely drop as well. So we see how I should point out once again, he leads the league. Second straight year, leads the league in field goal percentage. That's 60%, nearly 61. Worth pointing out that Maxwell is not 7'3". He's 6'8". Like that is just an incredible efficiency and clearly scoring around the rim with ease. Now we'll take a look at the advanced stats. And we see, once again, the advanced stats measure production. So at 34 minutes a game, the production that he's giving is just phenomenal. Again, we see the PER at 19, wind shares per 48, a career high, 0.214. Career high in wind shares, total wind shares, 12.2. The BPM is a career high at 3.5. The VORP is also a career high at 3.8, which he actually had 3 straight years in a row at 3.8. I don't really give the statistic, but I guess in this case I will. This is the second straight year he leads the league in true shooting percentage, 0.679. Once again, the efficiency is just off the charts, and the production he provides is just so valuable. It shows up here in the advanced stats. As I have to say, for the second straight year, I feel he's at an All-NBA talent. Once again, never made an All-Star team. He's clearly overlooked at this time period. He's one of the best players in the league. The Celtics had a phenomenal turnaround and were headed back to the playoffs. They would lose to the 76ers in the conference finals. but the future was bright. Okay, we're going to look at that 1980 playoffs conference final run for Maxwell and the Celtics. By the way, the basic statistics are pretty phenomenal. Double-double of 18 and 10, 2.1 assists, 1.7 blocks. Once again, here we are leading the league, the playoffs in field goal percentage. Incredible, 63%. Wow. We'll see what the advanced stats show. And they show an excellent production as well. Both are playoff career highs with PR of 21.8, win shares per 48 of .255. BPM is a career playoff high at 6.4. And remember, he's out there too. He's playing 35 minutes a game. This production is just incredible. He is so close to the 25-25 club in the playoffs as well. I should mention the win shares per 48 of .255 led the playoffs. Once again, we see just the positive influence and production Maxwell has on the floor while he's out there. The 1981 season would see the Celtics back in the conference finals and again playing the 76ers. Falling down 3-1, the Celtics mounted a comeback and beat the Sixers. They would go on to the finals to defeat the Rockets and win the championship. And Maxwell would be named Finals MVP. It is always controversial when the best player on the team does not win the Finals MVP. And I personally do think it was quite close between Maxwell and Bird, but seeing that the voters took into account Bird's shooting struggles and Maxwell leading the team in scoring during the finals and shooting an incredible 56%, I think it's fair to say that Maxwell did not steal the award, he earned it. Okay, and we're going to take a closer look at the 1981 championship run for Cedric Maxwell. First with the basic stats, we see the basic stats are not as impressive as last year, down 2 points, down nearly 3 rebounds. Did go up in assists, and the stocks are just slightly down. Did shoot, what a drop. The shooting from 63% a year ago to 58%. How inefficient Maxwell was this year. Just straight looking at the basic statistics, you would think, yeah, that's a good run. It's nothing spectacular, but we'll take a look what the advanced stats say. And the advanced stats, once again, are far more favorable to Maxwell. Not the level that he was last year, but this year we have to keep in mind he played an extra round, and that extra round is the finals. So we'll just look at him here with the PR does go down almost 3 points. Win shares per 48, he led the playoffs last year at .255. Drops down to .201, which is still incredible. The 2.5 win shares was the most he's ever had in a playoff run. And the BPM dropped from 6.4 to 5.3. The VORP at 1.1 was also the highest VORP he had in a playoff run. The advanced stats are telling us that I'm still going to argue it. This is a championship run, finals run even. Never mind the championship, just the finals run. He's at an All-NBA level if you look at the PR and the win shares per 48. And even the BPM. The BPM is still spectacular as well. And I'll point out the second straight postseason, leading the league in true shooting percentage at .644. So we have a player out there during a finals run, playing 35 minutes a game, shooting 58%, leading the playoffs again in true shooting percentage. At 2.5 turnovers, he's a low turnover player. He's pretty much out there just whenever he's passed the ball or grabbing the ball, he's putting it in. So once again, the advanced stats tell us that level of scoring production, not turning the ball over, makes your production at an incredibly valuable level to the team. Maxwell has done it for the second straight year, this time feeling a little better because they win the championship. The 1982 season would see Maxwell's play dip a little, but in the playoffs, he was for the third straight year excellent. However, the Celtics lost their repeat bid to the 76ers in the conference finals. The 1983 season showed that Maxwell could still provide a high value level, but it seems his peak was behind him. In the 1984 playoffs, the Celtics were back in the finals, looking for their second title. The series would go 7, the Celtics would capture the title, and in Game 7, Maxwell was the leading scorer with 24 points, including 14 of 17 from the foul line, adding in 8 rebounds and 8 assists as well. In the 1985 playoffs, Maxwell lost his starting job and only played 11 minutes a game, as the Celtics made another finals run. In the offseason, Maxwell would be traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. He would start for them, but did not reach any level higher than just a starting level. About halfway through the 1987 season, Maxwell would again be traded, this time to the Houston Rockets. He would come off the bench for a team building around their young superstar, Hakeem Olajuwon. The 1988 season with the Rockets would be the last of Maxwell's career. Cedric Maxwell never made an All-NBA team, never made an All-Star team, never received an MVP vote, and is not inducted into the Hall of Fame. By any traditional standard, he would not make this list, but the advanced stats show that his production during his prime stands out and is noteworthy. Okay, we're going to look at Maxwell's prime, which is on the shorter side, 4 seasons. See, he averages about 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, nearly 2 stocks a game. Pretty good. Give his field goal percentage again one more time. During his prime, it's 58% from the field, as opposed to his career, which is 54. You see how incredibly efficient he was overall, but in his prime, an insane level of efficiency, as I keep saying. Go look at the advanced stats for his prime during the regular season. We see PR of 18.2, win shares per 48.191, BPM is at 3.1, average win shares per season is 11. I have to say it again. I feel this stretch is All-NBA worthy. I should stress, not All-NBA first team, certainly not. Probably not even second team, but All-NBA third team during this prime stretch. In my opinion, he's very worthy. He did not make it. They missed it, in my opinion. He's extremely valuable and more than just what would have been called like a good role player. He's so much more. I believe the advanced numbers have proved that. Now look at his playoff stats during his prime, of course with the basic stats, and comparing them to his regular season output. See, the points are virtually the same. Rebounds are literally the same. Assists and stocks, same thing, virtually the same. So able to repeat it in the playoffs. Always mentioning with Maxwell, his field goal percentage only drops from 58 to 57. So yeah, his basic stats, he's repeating them in the playoffs. And here's the big one. Here's the big final case for Maxwell. During his prime in the playoffs, which is 38 games, which include 2 conference final runs and a finals run with the championship and that finals MVP. We see here, comparing them to the regular season, the PER goes up 19.4 from 18.2. Big jump here. Win shares per 48 going up from 0.191 to 0.214. Excellent playoff production. A great playoff player. Look at the BPM jumping up from 3.1 to 5.6. Once again, I am going to go with the advanced stats on this. During his prime in these 3 postseasons, he is one of the best players in the league. Taking his prime stretch and the Finals MVP award, to me, are good enough factors to put him on this list.
If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments. And thank you for watching.